17th team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will put total effort to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time these two squared off in the Southwest Classic, it was the Aggies gigging the Razorbacks in a close one.
I think we saw a lot of mental toughness in that game, too, by Texas A&M. Things didn't always go great, but they were always seemingly able to respond, and I think that's going to be a big key in this one, David.
And which one can keep their cool? In these rivalry games, sometimes it pops a little bit more. There's more emotional and there's more adrenaline, and sometimes you can make some bad decisions. A&M did a good job last year, but a big challenge with the Razorbacks today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
To the air, it's Hart. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Double first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The sure hands, it's Porter. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Makes a move. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Hart. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Arkansas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And here comes the punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Arkansas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
Guys, the Governor's Cup is up for grabs between Kentucky and Louisville, and we wanted to get you an update on this unique rivalry. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To throw, it's Hart. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Gives it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll give it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's caught. It's Mays. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Handoff from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Oh, he's got... Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Norman. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Grabbed in the middle, it's Parks. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Hart. It's complete on the right side. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Still set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. The short hands. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't complete complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this. There he goes! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Back to throw, it's Hart. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Bussey. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Bussey. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Grab near the marker, it's Norman. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give from the gun. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the lone running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've gotten the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Hart. Finds the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Parks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the big fella. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 fan bases who wait all year for this game, and we could be headed to a fun finish in the Southwest Classic.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. End off from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Hart. Caught over the middle. It's Bussey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Rides the back on the option to give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in, and he'll be brought down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He covered on the defense, and he's off.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense, understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. You know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack, you get the rock.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Looking downfield, it's Hart. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Caught behind the line. It's Bussey. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to...
Turning it on! Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Got his man. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
must take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Quickly out to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Swings it out to the flat. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
2nd and short equals blow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with them if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Temple sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Philly. That's how much they took that crowd out of it.
Looking to throw its heart.
Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll keep it on the ground. And he get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.